Hello guys, new Laravel starter kits use TypeScript in React and Vue version. So is it a requirement to learn TypeScript and use it for custom components after starter kits? The answer is yes and no. Let me show you in this 3-minute clip from the longer video about React starter kit, where I talk specifically about TypeScript. So Laravel starter kits use TypeScript, and also shadcn library uses TypeScript. So if you go to table component, it's table.tsx, not JSX for React. And the idea is to create the types in JavaScript similarly how we do in PHP by defining stricter types, which became much more popular in Laravel 10. For example, even within the same starter kit, if we go to profile controller, we have response here, we have redirect response as a return type. It's optional but provide more clarity and in some cases extra validation that developers wouldn't pass or wouldn't return something unexpected. So similar here, we will define the structure and the type for tasks. And Laravel starter kits has quite a few types already defined in the file resources.js types index.d.ts. Look at this: auth, breadcrumb item, navigation items for the main navigation. So look here, navigation item needs to have title URL and then optional with question mark icon and is active. And then in the app header TSX, when defining navigation items, we specifically specify that it's nav item list array with this specific structure. If some other developer in the future specifies wrong data here, then the JavaScript or TypeScript would validate that and restrict the errors. So in here, in index.d.ts, at the bottom, we define our own types. Again, I will repeat, this is optional. Our table works without TypeScript. It shows the data. But for additional validation and also for IDE autocompletion, we may define this. I will copy it from my notes, the interface or the type for one task. And then inside our component, in the table, we import that type. This is the syntax. We import type task, import interface as a type. This is the syntax. And then we restrict that this task's parameter is actually an array, a list of type task. Now, as you can see, this is not underlined and task is not underlined anymore. No TypeScript warnings. If we refresh the page, it doesn't change anything. The behavior is still the same. But for example, if I delete task ID and I put dot here, see autocomplete in PHP Storm with the structure from that type. And also if I put some kind of different field, it is underlined with warning that property does not exist on type task. It's still just a warning. The page itself will work. So you have warning here and also underlined the file name. And if we change it back, then it's clean again. So if you want, you may use TypeScript in your components on top of React Starter Kit, but it's optional. One other thing, if you choose to not use TypeScript, you still need to create your components with TSX extension instead of JSX, because underlying components of table from shadcn, app layout, and others are all TSX. So that's the summary of TypeScript in Laravel React Starter Kit. What do you think? Will you use TypeScript if you haven't before? Or if you use starter kits, will you continue your components with TypeScript or with regular React or Vue? Let's discuss in the comments below. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.